This week, the theater at Tusculum and area young performers will take the stage in Disney's My Son Pinocchio Jr. Parker, Reagan, and Grayson all join us to talk about this big production that you all are in. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So Reagan, we'll start with you. Tell me a little bit about your character in this show.
I play the Blue Fairy, and she's very spunky and very confident in herself and loves to just loves to grant wishes. And
Wonderful, wonderful. And so tell me a little bit about kind of what brought you to this point to be the Blue Fairy in the Pinocchio. Was it a lot of practice, a lot of auditions, and what does it mean to you to be on stage tonight?
It's like a dream come true. I've always wanted to play a fairy, and just little girls always look up to fairies. And I have been in previous shows with Tusculum College, and
Well, you're definitely fit to be dressed as a fairy, that's for sure.
You.
We kind of mentioned earlier, you're kind of like a Cinderella / Blue Fairy,
Yes,
right?
I am.
And so, Grayson, let's go over to you. So tell me a little bit about your character. You were mentioning that you were the main antagonist in the story, right?
Yes. And one thing about my character is he isn't really evil per se. He's misunderstood. He's desperate. He wants to make a living. And he has a hard time doing that because he's a puppeteer. And when he finds Pinocchio in the play, he sees that the children like Pinocchio performing, so he knows he can make more money that way. And he's just trying to make a living, and he captures Pinocchio, and then he chases Pinocchio around for the entire play.
And so, Parker, you actually play Geppetto,
Yes, ma'am.
and you're the main character really in the whole story. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, this show is through Geppetto's perspective, and it's what he goes through while Pinocchio runs away, trying to find him. And at first, it seems like he doesn't want him back, but as he goes along, he realizes he really loves Pinocchio, even though he's not well behaved. He wants his son back. And he wants his.
And so, Grace, I'm going to go back to you. I asked you this earlier, but what was it like kind of getting into that mindset of being the one who basically stole Pinocchio?
One thing I liked about it was there's a lot of comedic about Stromboli. There's a lot of comedic things about him. You know, he has all these puppets, and he interacts with these puppets, and he's basically talking to himself through the puppets. And he's all over the place.
Well, wonderful. It sounds like it's going to be a great show, and you all open up tonight, which is so wonderful. So thank you so much for coming on the show and telling us a little bit about what you all have been putting in so much hard work for. The theater at Tusculum, along with area young performers, will present Disney's My Son Pinocchio Jr. on February 17th and 18th, and the 23rd through the 25th at 7 p.m. Matinee performances are on February 19th and 26th and are set for 2 p.m. The performances will take place in the Fine Arts Building in the Behan Arena Theater on campus of Tusculum College in Greenville. For tickets, all you have to do is call the number on your screen.